Okay, children. So last class we have discussed about Delhi Sultans. Okay, how they divided the empire and what all measures they have taken to control means the Iktas or Tedas. Okay, so what was Iktas?
As the land of group
Yes,
divided
the total
by the
empire, it is
empire.
divided into many small territories. Okay, these land were called as Iktas. Okay, and who were Iktedas?
The owner of the lands are
The holder of this land. Okay, the holder of this land or of these Iktas, they were known as Iktedas or Muktis. Okay, these people were known as Iktedas or Muktis. Okay, and what was the duties? What was their duties?
the revenue
And
of
collected the
the
revenue and employees
revenue and taken as their salary and paid the salary of the soldiers.
Yes, then
They always their soldiers paid or maintain
now maintain law and order. Okay, they need to maintain law and order. They need to lead the military campaigns. Okay, so what was their duties? To lead military campaigns, to maintain law and order, and to collect
the
to the
revenue.
taxes. Okay, and to collect the taxes or the revenue. All these were the duties of the muktis or the iktedas. Okay, so children, these people. Okay, but there were means the administrators or the sultan take very much means they were very careful about the activities of these iktedas. Okay, so they were shifted from one ikta to another ikta, and also accountants were appointed. Okay, accountants were appointed to check the amount of revenue collected by the
Office
muktis.
were not hereditary.
Okay, and office was not hereditary. Okay, so there was means the sultans always take care to control this iktedas. Okay, and they were collected many means three main taxes were collected from the people. Which all are they? What are the different types of taxes collected from the people?
On cultivation,
Tax on
tax on
cultivation.
on cattle,
50% of the
cattle.
total production. Okay, 50% of the total production was collected from the people. What was the name of that tax?
tax on cultivation. Kharji. Kharaj. Kharaj. Kharaj, ma'am. Kharaj.
Network issues were there, children. Okay, so what was the name of the tax? Okay, that is
Kharaj.
Kharaj. Okay, that means 50% of the production. Okay, person's production. Okay, that was collected as taxes. It was known as Kharaj. Okay, then other two taxes, tax on cattle and tax on house. Okay, so mainly three types of taxes were collected from the people: tax on cultivation, tax on cattle, tax on house. Okay, so and as a part of their expansion, okay, at first the hinterland was not under the control of the Delhi sultans. Okay, hinterland was not under the control of the Delhi sultans. Okay, as a part of their expansion, yeah, they tried to control the hinterlands of the garrison, means hinterlands. Yes, consolidated this one. So the right of the local chieftains, okay, to collect the taxes, to impose the taxes, that was cancelled. Okay, and they themselves want to pay. The local chieftain also wanted
Have
to
to
pay
pay
the
the
taxes.
Taxes.
Okay, we also wanted to pay the taxes and the collection of revenue and this assessment. Okay, all that was made under the control of the Delhi Sultan. Okay, it all made their control. Okay, so these all things we have discussed on the last class, and also we have just started our discussion about Ibn Battuta. Who was Ibn Battuta?
was a traveler. He
Traveler.
travels to
Okay, he
India
was a
from
Muslim, medieval Muslim
Africa.
traveler. What was the name of his book? Rila. Okay, Rila. Okay, the name of his book was Rila. Okay, and from which country he traveled, children?
Africa.
Oh, yes. From Morocco, Africa.
Morocco
Okay,
and
so
Africa.
Ibn Battuta,
Africa to
he
India.
was from Morocco, Africa. He traveled to India, and from his travelogue, okay, and his book, okay, from his book, that is Rila. Okay, we are getting information about the fortification. Okay, about the fortification of the people who lived in the forested areas. Okay, so there were many forested areas were there that the Sultan's army could not able to enter it. Okay, so in those places, who controlled those places? Who ruled over these forested areas? That we have discussed, children?
The chieftain.
Local chieftains. Okay, local chieftains ruled in that forested areas. Okay, so children, as the emperor, okay, as the emperor of the vast area, it was a very difficult task for the Delhi sultans to control a huge area, okay, to control a vast area, and there were many forested areas in the Ganges plain. Okay, Ganges plain. It was very difficult for Shreya. Are you asking any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so it was a very difficult task for the Delhi sultans. Okay, sultans to enter into this forested areas. Okay,
They made
so
bamboo
local
sticks.
chieftains. Okay, so in that forested areas, who ruled over the
local
chieftains?
chieftains.
Okay, and from Ibn Battuta, from his book, we are getting information about the fortifications. Okay, about the fortifications of that local chieftains. Okay, see how was it? Just open the
It was
textbook.
bamboo. They made by bamboo stick, which was very thick and could not resist by could not even broke by the fire.
Yes, yes, yes. Someone share, I think someone. Okay, children, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, as the emperor of a huge area, it was a very difficult task for the Delhi sultans to control distant places. Okay, and there were some forested areas in the Ganges plain. Even the sultan's army could not able to enter. Okay, could not able to enter in this forested areas.
Areas.
Okay, so local chieftains ruled in this forested
Area.
areas. Yes. Then from Ibn Battuta, it is very important, children. Ibn Battuta, okay, the 14th century traveler. He was from Morocco, okay, and from his book, we are getting informations about the fortifications, okay, of the people, of the local chieftains who ruled in these forested areas. Okay, and it was told that they lived in mountains, okay, in uneven places, okay, and also means these places, okay, is with bamboo groves, okay, and it is very hard, it is very big, and even fire cannot affect this bamboo groves. Okay, so they lived, okay, they took this bamboo grove as a defensive wall inside which they were very safe with their cattle and their crops. Okay, and also they collected rainwater, okay, for them. Okay, and if the sultans, if he wanted to enter, okay, if the sultan army, if they wanted to enter these places, they need some specially prepared instruments to cut this bamboos. It was very strong. Okay, and it was very difficult for the sultan's army to enter into those forested areas. Okay, so it was very hard for this Delhi Sultan to control these places. And even though Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq tried to control these places, but it was only for a short time. Okay, only for a short time they can control over there. They were not succeeded to control in this forested area. So this forested areas in the Ganges plain was not under the control of the Delhi Sultan. Okay, because of these fortification, okay, of these people, they were very safe with the bamboos. Okay, they lived in that areas. Okay, children, I hope it is clear. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. See, children, next is very important. Children, we have talked about Mongol invasion, right? Mongol invasion. This Delhi Sultan, they always faced attacks from the Mongols, right? Mongols. Okay, Mongols were a tribal group and their leader was Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. Okay, so the Mongols, okay, they always try to attack or invade Delhi sultans and try to make Delhi provinces, means these sultans provinces under their control. Okay, so all this sultans, okay, Alauddin Khalji, Muhammad Tughlaq, they were, means expansion was started under these two rulers, right? In whose reign the empire reached its farthest extent?
Muhammad
Muhammad Tughlaq.
Muhammad
Okay, Muhammad Tughlaq. And under Alauddin Khalji, he has started the expansion. Okay, he has started the expansion. So these two rulers were belongs to two different dynasties, right?
Yes,
Children,
ma'am.
no need to copy all this. It all given in the textbook. Can you open page number 41 and keep the textbook with you? And you just listen to me. No need to copy all these points. Okay. Children, listen to me. So this Mongols, okay, they always attacked Delhi sultans, okay, and try to control this sultans or sultanate, okay. And the leaders, you will study in detail about these Mongols later, children, because one chapter is there about tribes, nomads, and community. Okay, tribes, nomads, and settled communities that we will study in this year itself. In that chapter, we will study in detail about this Mongols. Okay, tribal group. Now you understand. Mongols, okay, they were a tribal group under Genghis Khan. They tried to attack, okay, the Delhi sultans. Many times they tried to attack the Delhi sultans. Okay, and their leader was Genghis Khan. Okay, Genghis Khan, and they attacked Mongols under Genghis Khan. They attacked Transoxiana. It is in Iran. Okay, it was in Iran. They attacked Transoxiana and made under their control. After that, these people, okay, these Mongols, they would try to, okay, fight, or they always try to attack the Delhi Sultan.
And Iran
Yes.
was Transoxiana.
Transoxiana. Yes.
Transoxiana was in Iran.
Iran. Okay. So these Mongols attacked Transoxiana and made under their control. Okay, made under their control. So Transoxiana was under the control of Mongols. Okay, and after then they tried to attack the Delhi Sultans also. Okay, Delhi Sultans also. So this Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, they tried many measures, okay, to defend their attack. Listen to me, children. After that only you need to write down the points. First you listen to me. So under Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq, they tried to defend. Okay, these two rulers tried to defend themselves against the Mongol attacks. Clear, children?
Yes.
Okay, so they brought many measures. So they adopted many measures. Okay, and so what all measures from this means we'll study in detail about what all means measures they were taken. Okay, but what all measures that were taken or that were adopted by Alauddin Khalji, it was very successful. Okay, it was all measures taken by Alauddin Khalji. It was very successful, and he was very capable. He was a very capable man. Okay, but regarding Muhammad Tughlaq, do you know, children, when we Muhammad Tughlaq, what all measures he has adopted? Okay, what all measures he took? That all was okay. That all become a big failure. Okay, a big failure. But Alauddin Khalji, on the other hand, was very successful. He was very capable, and he effectively administered the provinces. Okay, but Muhammad Tughlaq, he adopted many measures. It was relevant, but it was not a successful one. It all become a failure. Okay, children. So we will compare these two rulers. Okay, these two rulers were from different dynasties. Alauddin Khalji from Khalji dynasty and Muhammad Tughlaq dynasty. They belongs to different periods, right? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so during the different times they ruled or they controlled Delhi, and they are means the emperors. Okay, but so what all measures they have adopted? Okay, to rule or to control these areas. Okay, how they faced attacks from Mongols, that we will study in detail. Okay, detail, children. So the leader of the Mongols were Genghis Khan, and under Alauddin Khalji. Just see the textbook, children. Just go through the textbook. Delhi was attacked twice. Okay, when Alauddin Khalji was the ruler, the Mongols attacked twice. Okay, twice in the year 1299 and also in the year 1302. Page number 41. Okay, and as a defensive measure, Alauddin Khalji raised a large standing army. So what it has done, children? So the Mongol invasion under Alauddin Khalji, twice they were attacked. Okay, twice they were attacked by the Mongols. Okay, so as a defective or as a part of defensive measure, what they have done, they raised a large standing army. The number of the soldiers that was increased. Okay, and also this is important, children. He constructed a new garrison town for the soldiers. That is, the name is Siri. It's very important. Please note it down. You just mark that sentence in the textbook.
Apple Siri.
Okay, so Alauddin Khalji was attacked twice by the Mongols. Okay, so he raised a large standing army to defend against the Mongols, and he constructed a new garrison town. That is very important. What is the name of that garrison town? Siri. Okay, yes. And regarding Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, listen to the textbook. The Sultanate was attacked in the early years of Muhammad Tughlaq reign, and the Mongol army was defeated. Okay, the Mongols were defeated by Muhammad Tughlaq, and he was very confident about his armies, about the strength of his armies and the resources. Okay, and he planned an attack on Transoxiana. Okay, because Transoxiana was under the control of the Mongols. So Muhammad Tughlaq, he was very confident about his army, and he planned to attack the Mongols by attacking Transoxiana. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Transoxiana was under the Mongols. Okay, so the Sultanate was attacked in the early years. Okay, under Muhammad Tughlaq, it was attacked in the early years of Tughlaq reign, but the Mongols were defeated. Okay, Mongols were defeated. Okay, and Muhammad Tughlaq was very confident about the strength of his army. So, what was his plan? He planned to attack Transoxiana. It was under the Mongols, right? Are you following, children?
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't yaar. I don't mute.
no. Meow. And
Children, listen to me. So not power failure, network error. Okay. Shall we continue?
yes, ma'am.
So, Alauddin Khalji, he constructed, okay, a new garrison town, that is Siri. Okay. And about this Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, he planned to attack.
Ma'am, your voice is low.
Okay, wait. Now is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So under Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, the Mongol army was defeated by Muhammad Tughlaq, and he raised a large standing army to attack the Mongols. Okay, the Mongols. So he wanted to attack Transoxiana. For that, he also raised a large standing army. He also increased the number of the soldiers in the army, and one thing, the important thing he has done, you know, children, this was the thing which I have told you before. He, from Delhi, he emptied the residents from these places. Okay, from Delhi, Khuna, he emptied the residents. What do you mean by residents?
People lives where
The
people are living.
The people who
lives
lived in this area.
People who live in his kingdom.
Yes. Okay. So he emptied the residents from Delhi, Khuna. Okay. He asked them to move from that place, means from Delhi, Khuna to Daulatabad. Okay. He created, or he made a new capital to the south, that is Daulatabad. Okay. So he asked the people, those who were residing in Delhi, Khuna, to migrate or to move from Delhi, Khuna to Daulatabad. Okay, and this Delhi Khuna, he asked the soldiers. Okay, he made that place for the soldiers. See children, I will read this. Rather than constructing a new garrison town, the oldest of the four cities of Delhi, that is Delhi Khuna, was emptied of its residents. Okay, he asked the residents of this Delhi Khuna to move. Okay, and the soldiers garrisoned there. Asked the soldiers to garrison over here in Delhi Khuna. Okay, and the residents of Delhi Guna were asked to move to the new capital in the south, that is Daulatabad. Okay, from there he emptied the residents and asked them to move to Daulatabad. Okay, and this Delhi Kuna, he made the soldiers to stay.
Man, tell about the war of Transoxiana.
What?
Man, tell the war, how it happened. They lose or win.
First, let me tell this one, Transoxiana war is coming only, dear. Okay, that all we will discuss. First, you listen to this one. Okay, so this rather than he did not constructed a new garrison town. Okay, Alauddin Khalji, he constructed a garrison town because he wanted to raise a large standing army. Okay, that was a wise decision taken by Alauddin Khalji. But Muhammad Tughlaq, what he has done, he did not constructed a garrison town. Okay, ask the residents of one place to move to another place. They all wanted to shift from Delhi Khuna to the new capital that is in south, that is Daulatabad. Okay, we have discussed that children, this Delhi Sultan, there were many places under the control, means South India. Okay, most of the places in South India was under the control of Delhi Sultans. Okay, so he he brought a new capital, Daulatabad, and he asked the people, those who reside in Delhi Khuna, to shift, okay, or to migrate or to move, okay, from Delhi Khuna to Daulatabad. Okay, and this Delhi Khuna, he it made a garrison town for the soldiers. Okay, so the residents of the old city was sent to the new capital of Daulatabad in the south. Okay, then, so children, for maintaining an army, okay, for maintaining the soldiers, it is a very huge task. Okay, they need to give salary, they need to be feed, okay, their expenses. It is a very huge expensive thing to maintain an army. So the soldiers, okay, the soldiers had to be fit. Okay, the soldiers had to be feeded, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this was done through the produce collected as taxes from the land between Ganga and Yamuna. So for this, Alauddin Khalji, okay, he collected the taxes. That means 50% of the total production, Kharaj. Okay, that was collected from the people, those who reside in Ganga Yamuna Do. Okay, means to feed the soldiers, Sultan collected, Alauddin Khalji, he collected taxes. Okay, that was 50% of the production he collected from the peasants. Okay, those who lived in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Okay, children, is it clear?
Yes,
ma'am.
And Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, Tughlaq also have done the same thing. Okay, he also, children listen, produce from the same area was collected as taxes to feed the army. But what was the problem, children? To meet the expenses of maintaining such a large number of soldiers, because he was trying to lead a military campaign against the Mongols. Okay, so he raised the number of soldiers in the army. Okay, so it was very difficult for them. If the number of soldiers is increased, the more expenses it is incurred, right? They need more expenses. They need to feed all the soldiers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what it has done, children. So it was very difficult to meet the expenses of maintaining such a large number of soldiers. What it has done, the Sultan levied additional taxes. What do you mean by additional taxes?
They
Additional
added some
taxes?
taxes.
Other than means already the peasants
Other
are
than
paying
this tax.
50% of the production. 50% already they were giving as taxes. Okay, and also he levied additional taxes. Apart from these, he also collected some more taxes from the peasants or from the people. Okay, so it was a very burden, means it was a huge burden for the peasants and the people, and this was coincided with the famine in the area. What do you mean by famine, children? Scarcity of food. Scarcity of food.
Scarcity of food.
Yeah,
Food and what? Less food.
that is famine. That is meant by famine. Okay, so Alauddin Khalji, even though he also raised the number of soldiers, okay, even though he made a large standing army, but he can control, okay, he can control that the number of the soldiers. But Muhammad Tughlaq, he want to plan, okay, he planned to attack Transoxiana. Okay, and also, so means he was planning a big military campaign against the Mongols. So the number of the soldiers was increased. Okay, so it was a very difficult task for that Sultan to feed this people. Okay, so other than this collection means Kharaj, he levied extra taxes, additional taxes. Okay, so it created, okay, this also coincided with the famine. Okay, so the people of these areas, they also affected famine, scarcity of food. Okay, understand, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then the next thing, paying the soldiers. See, children, we just go to the text. The soldiers had to be paid. Okay, so Alauddin chose to pay his soldiers salaries in cash rather than goods. Okay, so here this Alauddin Khalji, he paid the soldiers in cash. Okay, not in terms of goods. Okay, so the merchants, okay, the soldiers would buy their supplies from the merchants in Delhi, and thus feared that merchants would raise their prices. So the soldiers will buy their things, what all things they needed, they will buy it from the merchants. Okay, so what naturally, if the demand is more, what it happens sometimes, the merchants will increase the prices, right? The soldiers anyway, they needed all these things to live. Okay, so what the merchants will do, they will increase the prices of the thing. Okay, prices of the goods. Okay, so Alauddin Khalji, to stop this, Alauddin controlled the prices of goods in Delhi. Just underline, children. Alauddin controlled the prices of goods. Okay, and prices were carefully surveyed by officers and merchants who did not sell at the prescribed rates are punished. See, children, during the time of the COVID time, do you remember, children? Some means some people, okay, some merchants and all, they tried to increase the prices of the thing than usual rate. Okay, so usually during that time, the police and all will check, okay, check the shops. Okay, and we will, means if anyone is trying to sell the things at a high rate, they will be arrested. Okay, okay, children. Now, it's the time to